Hey kids, you might have heard, but I got top 16 in the MCS week 1, and I did it playing this deck, Blackwing. You can see my main deck, extra deck, and I have my sideboard bookmarked, so you can see my full 70 cards. But here I am just to explain the list, go over ratios, why I chose to play certain cards over other cards, and why I chose to play Blackwing in the first place. So let's just go ahead and start off by explaining why I'm on Blackwing, because that's probably the number one question people have about this list is why would you not just play a good deck? And the answer to that question is, out of all the decks that are available in Master Duel, of all the decks that are available even in the TCG, I feel most comfortable and most confident piloting this. I've spent a lot of time on it. I've been playing it for a long time. I've done a lot of testing, and I know how to play in very strange situations, which I can't say about the other decks that I'm familiar with to even half the same degree. So the next question you might be asking what exactly led to you choosing Pure Synchro? Because if you're like, say, MBT or most of chat, you probably assumed that I was going to be on some flavor of gimmicky FTK, either Caliuga Turbo or like trying to spam out all 3 tax dragons. Truthfully, I think that's terrible. In fact, I only ever summoned 2 of these max, and most of the time these were just prosperity banishes, to be completely honest. The only reason why I'm on 3 is because of time purposes, genuinely. So this is the Pure Synchro variant. It's not trying to do anything fancy. It's not trying to do anything adorable. I'm just here trying to play a efficient and minimalist version of Blackwing, I guess would be the way to put it, where I just do the bare minimum to create my unbreakable board and to set myself up for success through the most points of interaction. And I believe that this is the best build for doing that. If you go for lines like the Triple Tax Dragon board, if you go for like the Caliuga Turbo board, if you go for the mixed lines, you are going to be opening yourself up to more interaction that will end your turn. And I've found that there isn't a single individual hand trap in the entire game that can end this combo, except exactly Cyframe Gear Gamma on Blackwing Simoon the Poison Wind. That is the only thing that can 100% of the time guarantee that my combo ends. And even then, if I draw Sudri, then you're getting cooked because I still got combo past that. So this is what I believe to be the best build of Blackwing. It's just trying to be as efficient and as resilient, as effective as the deck can possibly be. Unfortunately, it does have some issues with drawing very middling hands, as unfortunately you all saw in the feature match against Kashtira. But sometimes you just don't open great. That's kind of the nature of playing a rogue deck with only so many starters. If you want to build this at home, but you don't want to spend as much UR dust, you don't need this card. I never played this once. I never summoned this once. This card is terrible. This card basically functions as a prosperity banish. So if you want to save yourself some UR dust, cut Joe. You can play whatever you want in its place, but it's really underwhelming. So I'm not on. The second Dispather comes out, it gets dropped, genuinely. Let's talk about the individual ratios that I'm on, because there are a few things here that some people might not really agree with, and I'd like to explain my position on those. Firstly, we're going to start in the extra deck just because that's easy. Toon Nothung was one that I got a question about. So this started as just cash insurance because it was the most valuable one of in the extra deck. But as I played with it more and more at 2, I came to realize that the second one did come up in grind games, And that was really, really important, especially in Master Duel, because this deck is entirely okay with taking the Maxi challenge, because realistically speaking, your opponent has to draw extremely specific and extremely targeted combinations of board breakers to actually crack your final board. So I'm completely okay with letting my opponent start the turn with 16 cards in hand. And the cost of doing that is that you are basically guaranteed to make it back to your turn with an opponent that still thinks they can win. They can't, usually. So having the second Nothung just in reserves, it gives you a way to do more impressive things on turn 3 in the event you make it to turn 3. I'm on one Onimaru. For some reason, people don't like this card. I don't understand why. Onimaru is definitely the most important of the niche extenders that I play in my extra deck. So I would even say that it's infinitely more important than Joe. I'd say it's a lot more important than the second and third Tax Dragon. It's just a really useful card, not only because of that level. Being a 12-star is shockingly useful, and being able to modulate your level is really good. But also, sometimes the inability to destroy it with card effects comes up, and much more importantly, this thing punches for 6,000. This card is why I feel completely okay going into matchups like, say, Adignister or Marinsas, because if you can make this, you are 100% going to be able to, at minimum, crash with your opponent's massive towers. And from there, if you're in a position where you're making Onimaru, you're in a position where you have the gas to either kill them after doing that, or you're in a position where you are going to be able to set yourself up to win just by having answers to their cards. So Onimaru comes up in Towers Turbo matchups, and it comes up a lot in funky hands where you have to, like, say, play through a Nib, but you have access to Orochi and you can summon that. So Onimaru does come up enough that I feel comfortable playing it at 1. And for the main deck, we're on one Orochi. It gives you hot red. Some people cut this because of Dispatr. That's a mistake, I think. But also, Dispatr isn't out yet in Master Duel, so there's no reason to focus on any other boss monsters. Only one Shunga. People will play 2 or even 3 of this sometimes, because it is a second level 2 tuner that is a free special, which is actually a very relevant thing that Blackwing wants. But I found that really, I never really wish that I draw Shunga. I'd much rather search it off a Whirlwind. I would so much rather see Vada than Shunga. So I'm on one Shunga so I can search it if I already have access to Vada or Shamal throughout my basic combo. This card is very good at helping you play through Nibiru, but in general, I'm okay with sometimes just not finding Shunga and not having access to it, because I feel that my standard combo is insulated enough against Nibiru that I should be able to dissuade my opponent from activating Nib at a position where I would need Shunga. One Oster. For some reason, people don't like this card. I really don't understand why. This card lets you play through Shifter with complete ease. This card lets you win by just burning your opponent out with Blackwing Dragon. This card lets you force interaction with Full Armor Master. This card does a lot. It's not a good starter, but that's because it's not a starter. People see that it is a Blackwing that says normal summon, and they think, oh, this card, I need to normal summon this card so I can trigger my Black Whirlwind and search. But no, that's not even remotely correct. You see, Oster's job is to be sent to the graveyard off Berea Storm the Wicked Wind, so that way you can make Berea Storm a level 4, and then use the graveyard effect in case they Bistral you, in case they Nib you, in case they just have an established board on turn 3 that you need to crack with your Armor Masters. Because guess what? You're making 2, and nothing makes 2. Another thing, speaking of 2 Armor Masters, the Silverwind apologists have been wondering why I make 2 full armor masters as part of my basic combo, because I do make 2 full armor masters as part of my basic combo. And the answer to that question is Kashtira can't fucking beat 2 copies of full armor master. They can out 1. I mean, Arise Heart boosted by the field spell does it easily, but they are never going to be able to punch the second full armor master unless they are so far ahead that that they've miraculously gotten everything they need to make a second 3000 beatstick, while also pushing through any and all interaction you have, like Hot Red, like Berserker, like Chinook, like Sharnga. If they're in a position where they're pushing through all of that and then also putting up 2 3100 beatsticks, like they have the mandate of heaven. What do you want me to say? It is extraordinarily rare that I summon both full armor masters and the turn doesn't come back to me with 1 on my field. And that's why I'm on 2 copies. The second one comes up so goddamn often that it's incredible. As for why I'm not on Silverwind, I think Silverwind is really bad. Because it is a when you can, it forces you to activate Twin Shadow at extremely awkward times, and it forces you to shuffle back really awkward materials because of its level, right? So what I really want to be shuffling back with Twin Shadow are Berea Storm and any level 4, usually Surgery, but once Dispater comes back, or comes out rather, it won't be Surgery because I'll be able to have a Shamal Engrave to add Surgery back to hand, but that's neither here nor there. With Silverwind, because it's level 8, if you want to put your Berea Storm back in the extra deck for later turns, you have to shuffle back Berea Storm and Chinook, and I want Chinook to stay in the graveyard because I'm going to be summoning Chinook back on my opponent's turn with Black Feather Whirlwind because Chinook can be activated from the field. So that's why I'm not on Silverwind. I think it's too awkward to play with. I think that it comes at a cost of your grind game and end board to a significant amount, and frankly, I think that the second Full Armor Master just does a better job at being an end board piece and winning me more games. So that's why I'm on that. Now let's talk about why I'm not playing what I'm not playing. So there are a lot of supplementary packages that you can play in Blackwing to increase the ceiling of the deck, right? Now you can play mixed builds, playing like the Raid Raptor Link 2 and like the Phantom Knight package and Time Thief Reader and all that nonsense to build like a different but still near unbreakable board. I don't think that's good, and I'll tell you why. Surgery of the Phantom Glimmer has a second effect. You attribute 1 monster, special summon 1 Phantom Glimmer token, level 2 tuner, you take 700, and you cannot special summon monsters from the extra deck the turn you activate this effect, except synchro monsters. Put simply, Surgery of the Phantom Glimmer's second effect unbricks so many hands and makes so many lines so much more resilient than they were without that second effect, even with the extra cards, that I feel it's not worth the trade-off of losing that line of text on Surgery. You can still play through a lot of hand traps with the mixed builds. However, I believe that Surgery provides such excellent roll compression that it's not even worth considering the other builds. And that's like the key thing when you're building like one of these all-in combo decks, right? You have to consider roll compression. You have to consider what gives me this one use for the least amount of space needed. That's why I think Surgery's second effect is so useful, and that's why I'm not on any of the mixed builds. As for why I'm not on the turn skip, Labyrinth is really good, and the turn skip is really bad. What do you want me to do? Kali Yuga, and then my opponent sets 3 welcome labyrinths and like an Eevee? What? I'm not beating that. Are you kidding me? Also, the Kali Yuga line's just really susceptible to a lot more hand traps than I'm comfortable with. I really do think this build is the best one when it comes to playing through interaction. Which sounds silly given how the feature match went, but I mean, one card combo lose to hand trap on one card starter, no weighing, you know? So that's why I'm not on any of the supplementary packages. That's why I'm not on Silverwind. Hopefully that explains any questions that you had about my deck building. If you still have some questions, feel free to leave them in the comments, and I will respond to those if I get to it. Oh, also, the reason why I'm not on Thrust is because I don't think Thrust is particularly good when the Thrust target on turn 1 is a card you search anyway. So I'm not worried about not finding this if I get hand trapped. Hope that explained everything you wanted to know about the deck. I'm going to go ahead and throw you over to a quick little highlight reel of moments from the stream I found fun, as well as a game that I found really enjoyable. So I'm going to go ahead and throw you over. See ya.
Can you put in a random follower goal somewhere? I think I'm out of room, unfortunately. Wait, hold on. I'm a genius. Fuck, wait. Move the trolley somewhere else. We'll put this up here. Our opponent's the trolley now. We're gonna need a color source. Okay. Get really small. Oh, actually, hold on. We're almost there, chat. We're almost there. So we're gonna go ahead and make it really, really small. A little bit of that. A little bit of that. Bit of. That's okay. Oh god, a little small. It's smaller than that. Okay. Now we add a bit of text. Okay, what's the funniest font I have? I feel like Comic Sans is too overdone. We're gonna go for. Let's go for Impact. For Impact. Yeah, I think that works. Oh, it's too good. It's too good. It's peak. It's peak. It's peak. What do you want me to say? It's peak. Chat, this is the most watchable stream in the world, right? It's too watchable. Oh, I see. Well, here, hold on. Let me make it a little bit better. Let's throw the entertainment horse back on. Yeah, how's that making you feel? The entertainment horse is back. Everybody, give it up for entertainment horse! Yeah, entertainment horse! Woo! It's entertaining. They're so entertained. Yeah, exactly. You get it. You get it. You get it. Look, it's the entertainment horse. Anyways, the entertainment horse is leaving now. Lost the die roll again. That is rough. I'm going second. That makes sense. I'm worried. Not feeling too confident. Oh, it's like a fine hand. Small world. Okay. Let's see what they're on. I mean, the sleeves. Oh, it's Math Mech. Oh. Oh dear. That's, disastrous. They're adding Ash Blossom. Oh my god, I'm fucked. Oh, I'm so cooked, dude. Oh, Jesus Christ, yeah. This is, I'm gonna need a hell of a rip to make it out of this one. Yep, they're adding Soup Factor, then they overlay for Alimbertion. They banish off this small world. What was the first reveal? It was a Sigma, right? Yeah, Sigma, Veiler, Ash. That makes sense. Oh, my kingdom for an Ash Blossom right here. So, Goat, the issue with this is that, yes, there is the chance that they outplay themselves, but what sucks is my hand is not very good at going second. So I'm gonna need some pretty nuts stuff. I want to. I'm gonna need a pretty nuts top deck if I want to make it out of this one. This is unfortunate. Going to Wicked, sure. Then what? They make... Oh, they have Addition. Okay, so their hand is Ash, plus 2 unknowns so far. Ash, Super Factorial, 1 unknown. Okay. Yep, that makes sense. I'm gonna add a Cyrus Tuner, so they're gonna add a Diameter for follow-up. Who else in this chat is butt-ass naked? Brother, you're not... You don't gotta be in chat to be butt-ass naked. Let me tell you. I think... Oh, wait, transcode? They're making terahertz? Oh my god, I think they are. Yeah, this sure does make terahertz. What? Where are we going? Oh, they just want a Heat Soul pointing to transcode. So it's untargetable. Gotcha. Okay. That makes sense. So, hand is Diameter, Super Factorial, Ash Blossom, 2 unknowns. Okay. It's not great, but it is damn good. So, they're going to do that. That'll resolve. So, now where do we go? We go... I think we have to do Boss for 3. I'm not killing. That sucks. That really, really sucks. Banish these 3. They have decided not to Ash that. So we got Ash Blossom, Max C, Chinook. There it is. Okay, Chinook does it. Second Small World to Chinook away. Fuck yeah. Okay. What is this end board? So it's actually going to be throwing me quite a bit, unfortunately. So if they Ash, I have cross out. Banish the Radiant. And now this gets me to Simoon. I think we're breaking this board. Now what you got for me, opponent? What you got for me? Any thoughts? Any prayers? You want to go for the 4 for 1? You want to go for the 4 for 1, opponent? They are going to Super Factorial. Okay. Targeting Diameter, Circular, and a guy. I'm going to activate Called by the Grave, targeting their Diameter. Okay. This resolves. I'm feeling good. Oh! Oh my god. That is so huge. That is so huge. It kills their it guts their follow-up because they can't use the Diameter in hands to Wolfbark. It kills the Super Factorial as interruption because it also basically chain blocks my my thing. So I'm not losing to the Ash Blossom. Oh, thank god. Oh my god, that was terrifying. Holy Schmidt. Okay, so we'll place Whirlwind there and then yep, normal summon Simoon. Okay. Woo! Oh, that was the best top deck I could have possibly gotten. Okay. Woo! Chat, we may be home free. May be home free. They're going to Ash, to which we respond by activating Crossout Designator. Oh, God. I was so close to a lost game. I was so close to a lost game. Oh, man. Okay, from this position, I should be good. Should be able to win the game. not killing them, but I can put myself in a position where I'm probably winning. Okay. Ah. Oh man. My heart's beating, dude. My heart is fucking racing. I'm stressed as hell, brother. It's that. Summon this. Now we can go ahead and fire the effect. This. Kill this. Oh. Thanks very much for the follow, Avalanches fan. Yeah. Alright, opponent. Got a pistol? No? Alright. From here, play around stuff. Play around the possibility of Nib. Summon Burrier Storm. Chain 1. Chain 2. One thing that is kind of a pain in the ass is that transcode does make it so that I can't go for lethal. It's really frustrating, but I can't get lethal because transcode talker is there. So as much as whoever was in chat did rail on this this end board, it is actually kind of fucking me up just a bit. So now we Zephyros, we bounce this. It's another counter. Reactivate this. You can go for powers. That's going to net me Feather Whirlwind trigger. Will reborn my wonderful Vada Wall of Honor. And that's going to let me make nothing. Which will burn for 400. And it'll shrink the transcode, which is important. Be minus 800, and then this thing goes down. I can extra normal summon this. Chain 1. Chain 2. Ugh. We had Orochi. And, I guess another Vada for next turn, if there is a next turn. Now we activate Sudri. Tribute itself. One token. That's the third counter. Let's go ahead and cash out. Burn that for 2,000. I shall summon this. Now we can go into Berserker with these two. Hot Red with these two. Won't activate Orochi. We haven't had to yet all day, which is fantastic. I don't think this is game, but it might be close. So now we go battle phase. 3k over the transcode. It's 500. We gain 23. Punch over the Alambertian. It's not lethal. Now we go in with the Hot Red Abyss. That's going to trigger the Hot Red Abyss to reborn a tuner, which in this case I guess will be Vada. Sure. And then 3,000 is game. Woo! That was fucking hard, dude. That was scary as hell. Good games to my opponent. Good games to Sofka. Head to the front, take a look around. Okay, Yep. Makes sense. For sure. I can slip in, like, let's try to stand right here. Oh, shit. Okay, that isn't on my close enough to me, sure. Oh, almost hit that one. Okay. Oh shit, more coming in the center. Oh fuck. How's there not been one on my axis? Fuck. Okay. Shit. Okay, we're almost done. Okay. We're dodging. Let's go, Jamiroquai. Alright. That's hype as fuck. Oh, God! We will take a 212 score.